Welcome to this exclusive explainer. Today, we are opening the vaults on three highly guarded, incredibly lucrative food and beverage assets right here in Maine. I'm absolutely thrilled to guide you through this because what we're looking at today, well, it isn't your standard open market listing. These are strictly confidential, high-performing legacy businesses, and we're going to break down their pristine financials and massive growth potential. Finding high-margin, genuinely turnkey businesses in the hospitality sector is incredibly difficult. Usually, you're buying a fixer-upper or a massive headache. But today's confidential briefing presents a real solution for high-net-worth investors and ambitious entrepreneurs. Now, a quick but crucial note before we begin. Because these are highly sensitive, active operations, we are strictly maintaining 100% confidentiality. That means no specific names, no owner details, and no exact towns. We are focusing purely on the mechanics, the solid margins, and the extraordinary opportunity each one represents. All right, here is our agenda for the tour. We'll be looking at an exclusive integrated brewery platform, a sub shop and whiskey bar combo, a premier waterfront dining spot, and finally, how you can secure your venture. Okay, Section 1. Integrated brewery platform, scalable operations, and diverse revenue. Let's dive right into this first asset. Get ready for this number, $7.1 million. That is the projected 2025 revenue for this vertically integrated brewery and restaurant platform. But hey, we all know top-line vanity metrics mean nothing without bottom-line reality, right? Well, this operation backs it up with a robust $1.1 million in adjusted EBITDA. Generating that kind of baseline operating profit in the craft beverage space, it's a huge testament to their tight operational controls and intense brand loyalty. Their real secret weapon, though, is deeply diversified revenue streams. As you can see, you aren't just relying on weekend taproom warriors here. They've got a beautifully balanced mix of restaurant food, high-margin alcohol, and an expanding distribution arm. But look down at that last row, canned spring water. This is a brand new 2026 vertical that perfectly leverages their existing distribution network. It protects cash flow and opens up a massive, highly lucrative avenue for expansion. The structural security of this investment is just exceptional. You're getting a fully integrated operation across strategic Maine, coastal, and interstate corridors. So what does that mean for you? It means dual return streams. You get the operating cash flow from the business, plus the intrinsic, hard asset downside protection of owning prime commercial real estate. Now, this chart right here is the real kicker. In manufacturing and brewing, capital expenditure is usually the silent killer of growth. But here, the facility is currently running at less than 50% capacity. That means you can seamlessly scale up production, push way harder into distribution, and launch that new canned water line without any massive incremental capital outlay. The infrastructure is already there, paid for, and waiting for you. And we are talking about professional-grade, purpose-built mechanical systems, custom cold storage, highly efficient brewhouse installations, all designed for strict compliance and aggressive scaling. You are walking right into a fully optimized, high-performance machine. Let's move on to Section 2, Sub Shop and Whiskey Bar, a dual threat synergy. This creates such a perfect operational synergy. If you know the hospitality industry, you know the hardest part is maximizing the value of your leased footprint all day long. This setup captures that rapid turnover daytime lunch traffic with the sub shop and then effortlessly pivots to the highly profitable evening cocktail demographic with the artisan whiskey bar. It's literally two complementary engines running under one roof. And it's priced at a remarkably accessible $605,000. Think about that. You're acquiring two distinct, thriving businesses in one prime destination. All the heavy lifting, building the brand, refining the menus, cultivating that fiercely loyal local following, it's already been done for you. The absolute best part is just how turnkey this is. Exceptional reputation? Check. Consistent rave reviews? Check. But perhaps the most valuable asset here is the current owner. They are fully committed to your success and are willing to stay on, provide comprehensive training, and seamlessly hand off the operational playbook. You're set up for a flawless transition. All right, Act 3, Section 3, Premier Waterfront Dining Destination, Legacy Brand, Modernized Facility. Check out this number, a roughly 70% gross profit margin. And what's really staggering is that they've maintained this remarkable consistency over 5 years, navigating all kinds of industry shifts with absolute precision. Seeing that kind of margin in food and beverage is just a total masterclass in menu engineering and tight management. So why is it so resilient?
Well, it's not just a restaurant, it's a destination venue. You have the high volume daily summer dining and that gorgeous walkout patio service, sure. But it also acts as a highly sought after location for high margin seaside weddings and exclusive private events. That creates an incredibly resilient secondary revenue model that beautifully offsets normal seasonal dips. And for a buyer, this is where it gets really exciting. The business recently underwent a massive facility upgrade. They took all that goodwill, the fan-favorite menus and brand loyalty, and dropped it into a stunning, modernized location with a professional kitchen. This gives you a completely de-risked, turnkey platform. You get to focus 100% on growth, not costly renovations. It truly is, as this states, a rare fusion of lifestyle appeal and professional-grade returns. This offers an ambitious entrepreneur or an expanding hospitality group a true legacy brand perfectly positioned for its next chapter. Section 4. Secure your next venture, the path forward. Let's talk about exactly how you can get your hands on the unredacted files.
Because these are active, highly profitable listings, there is a very strict protocol. You have to acknowledge the confidentiality and sign a non-disclosure agreement. Once you do that, you'll be granted access to the full financial disclosures, the exact locations, and all the unredacted operational data. These exclusive listings are represented solely by Transworld Business Advisors of Maine. They are the premier experts in high-end business acquisitions. So please do not attempt to guess the locations or contact any staff directly. Everything has to go through Transworld. So grab a pen to secure your position and receive the NDA. You need to email transworld@maine@tworld.com or call them directly at 207-835-4770. I highly recommend reaching out immediately because assets with these kinds of solid margins and growth potential rarely stay quiet for long. The numbers really do speak for themselves, don't they? You have 3 meticulously engineered, cash-flowing machines ready for acquisition. But the window of opportunity is narrow. So what's it going to be? Which of these incredible legacy investments will become the crown jewel of your portfolio? Reach out to Transworld, sign that NDA, and let's find out. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer.